wild. Wild. This week, we're transforming the last window in my apartment, but it comes with a couple hiccups. Safety first, boo-boo. Welcome to Designing the Dream.
Let me go, it's my time. Watch me build another life. Find another space, explore the world and find my place. Hope you find some peace of mind. Hope the night was worth your time. Threw my heart away, we won't see another day. We both know the score, we've been here once before. So many words unspoken, you took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait, I can take the pain. I will surrender, let me go. It's a new adventure. On a new adventure.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. New week, new project. We're going to continue in the bedroom. Today, we are going to do, it's a simple project, but it is effective, and it's a project that I've done in almost every single room of this apartment. Each room in the apartment kind of has its own aesthetic. I go through moods, I change things up. But I want everything to be cohesive at the same time, so there are little elements in the apartment that I have done in every single room to try to tie everything together, whether that be, the drapes or wood tones, little elements that honestly wouldn't be the first thing your eye catches, but ties everything together so it's all cohesive and it doesn't all look like each room is in a completely different place. One of the things that I have done in every room that has tied all of the rooms together is that I have painted all of my window frames black. Now, when I moved in, the whole apartment, literally the whole apartment was painted white. The doorknobs were painted white, the hinges were painted white. They came in like a lot of landlords and just sprayed everything down, new paint, washed our hands of it. I have gone through every room and painted each of my window frames black. It's a really small detail, but trust me when I tell you, it makes a huge difference to the eye. It looks so much cleaner and crisp in a room. It elevates the level of sophistication of the room rather than everything just being a blank same color. It just is a little detail that makes something pop, and I really, really love it. And it's a really easy, simple thing to do. This is the only window in the entire apartment that hasn't been touched yet by me. One of the things that I absolutely hate about this bedroom is that I have this AC unit. Not the thing I hate, I love the AC unit. But that it is held on here by duct tape, basically. So we need to find a creative solution to mask this AC unit. But first things first, we are going to take down these blinds, prep this window, and get this painted. You guys, so I just opened this up and look what I found. Look at that. That's crazy. I took all of that duct tape off, and that's just what they, instead of just like fixing it, they just duct taped over it. That's wild. I'm glad I took all that duct tape off and not just figured out a solution to cover it up, because now I can at least get some silicone and do some repair work and get that patched up so I'm not losing so much like AC in the summer or why it's so cold in this room in the winter. So I can get that patched up at the very least, and then I can figure out a system to try and cover up all of this that's not duct tape. That's wild. All right, so I'm glad I did that. Let's clean this up, and then we'll go to the hardware store and grab some stuff to patch that up. Crazy, crazy. Wild. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is use a little bit of quick seal, seal it, and just try to fill any of these cracks in as much as possible. Just try to seal this as much as possible before I put any kind of insulation in there. I mean, I wish I could take the whole thing apart and just start from scratch, but it's a rental, so I am just going to repair it as much as I can. Just try to keep the heat and the AC in, depending on the time of year. So let's start with that, and then we can start taking off the rest of the window while that dries, and then once that dries, we can start insulating it and worry about covering it up. After the silicone was dry and the window was completely sealed, I added a thin insulation for some added protection. Next on the agenda was to cut a new piece of wood to cover that all up. Good morning, guys. We have now finished this. Is it the best solution possible? No, but I am working in the confines of a rental, so obviously there's not a lot I can do. But it is now a lot more solid than just duct tape, and it's insulated, so that'll give us a little bit more protection, and hopefully now that it's sealed, we won't have any more mold or water damage behind there. It's early. I want to get this taped off as fast as possible so that I can start spraying, so I can get a number of those coats done today. So let's do it. Right, so this was a ton of prep, but for anybody who has ever spray painted, you know that it gets everywhere. It's so much better just to take the time to do the prep. And that way you're not cleaning up a bunch of stuff and letting it spray everywhere, especially because it's in a room with furniture and stuff like that. But I think I have it walled off enough now that we can get the first coat on. So let's get it done. Safety first, boo-boo. Safety first. That's going to do it for this project. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks, guys.